Well, apparently this song was inspired, the lyrics at least, were inspired by a panic attack. I know all about those. Let's go. Hi, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bam. I know I am. We are back with another Patreon pick from our patron FD. As always, FD, thank you so much for your support, man. I truly appreciate you. He's got Split Part 1 and 2 by the Groundhogs, which came out in 1970 on Liberty Records. I guess it didn't really get that much attention. It's like garage rock, blues rock. I read some of the comments on the video, and apparently the guy Tony, who's the guitarist and vocalist of this band, basically deserved a lot more recognition than he got. That's all I know. Let's go. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Please check out our Patreon and PayPal in the description if you'd like to get a video just like this for yourself. Any song, any video, don't matter. Go check it out. We got a whole requesting list. You can go ahead, add it, and I'll do it for you. No problem. Or if you just want to send a tip in to prevent the sponsors from invading the channel, that's always welcome as well. All right, the Groundhogs. Split. 3, 2, 1, go.
In the dying embers of a burnout day, when morning seems 1,000 hours away, dark prevails and the light gives up a fight to stay.
And that guitar is sick. Drummer too, oh my god.
The blackness thickens and surrounds, masking all the distant sounds. I seek for thoughts to occupy a still conscious mind.
That riff, dude. Ba-da-da-dun-dun, ba-da-da-dun-dun. What the fuck? 1970? That drummer is nuts, dude. So is the bass. Literally all three of them are on fire.
As calm and peace surround my bed, I feel that sleep is not far ahead, but in place of slumber comes a bolt of fear instead.
Good fill, oh my god. Oh yeah, panic attack for sure. Yep. It's still boiling. has this been, FD? What hard drive have you been storing this on? Because, like, good God, where has this been, bro? Split part 2. Let's go. What a shift. Is this further on the album? Or like right after it? There's 4 parts to it? Wow. We gotta listen to the other 2.
I leap from bed in the middle of night. Run out the stairs for 3 or 4 flights. Run in a room, turn on the light.
Ooh, that bass,
The
damn.
dark is too dark, but the light's too bright.
It's got like a 1983 by Jimi Hendrix kind of vibe. Just a little bit.
Reality is hard to find. Like finding the moon if I was blind. It's there so stark, so undefined. I'm not scared of hell before I lose my mind.
This is excellent, and it's so different than the first part. This drummer has been all over his kit, bro. I mean, every fucking piece, dude. That floor tom's been getting some work. Whoa. Reminds me of Rory Gallagher a little bit, guitar-wise. Why weren't they bigger? This is like excellent. I guess people weren't ready for it.
I try to think of things mundane to get
There's a little
this terror
hoop
from
in this one.
my brain. Everything's so mad I can't explain. I'm not scared of hell before I go insane.
I hear that, brother. I hear that. Man, I gotta go download parts 3 and 4. I gotta wait till next month, I think. I love that. That was so cool. I started and ended with it. That's cool. Bravo, dude. It's literally like all of the best of the late 60s and early 70s prog and rock mixed together, bro. And they're messing with, like, sound itself, man. They're not just... I don't know. It's not just music at points. They really start to add these, like, effects and, like, almost thematic qualities to it. It almost felt like you were, like... a part of a movie or something, you know, but it was a very fast-paced, like, panic attack kind of movie. That first one definitely encapsulated a panic attack in a song, bro. It totally, totally did. It didn't hit me till about halfway through, but there was one of those riffs he was playing, and I'm like, bam. And it reminded me of one of my breakdowns I had, like, the first one, actually, I ever had. I was running around like a crazy person, thinking that the people, like, I was homeless at the time, these other homeless people that I kind of stayed with, were, like, screaming at me from the tree line and, like, yelling, like, the most terrible things, like, oh, you're gonna die, you're the worst person, you know, just, like, stuff nobody would actually say. But, like, I was thinking about it as the song was playing. I'm like, how did that panic attack even start, bro? I don't remember. That's why I looked ghostly for a second there. It's like, bro, I don't even remember how it started. Oh, my God. Yeah, they're no fun. Tony McPhee on guitar and vocals. Peter Cruikshank on bass, and Ken Pustelnik on drums. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. They're an English blues and rock band called the Groundhogs. It was recorded in 1970, released in 71. My apologies if I said 70. Who Will Save the World? The Mighty Groundhogs. And then Thank Christ for the Bomb. Those are the other albums around this one. That's funny. It was produced by Tony McPhee as well. There's really not much on here except for that the lyrics were inspired by a panic attack. So I don't have much to go off of except for what I heard. The guitar and the drums, and then the bass and the second track especially, were insane. I mean, what the fuck? Where did that come from? You know what I mean? I was not expecting that. It had, like, some Jimi Hendrix experience, like albums 2 and 3. It had a little bit of Yes in there. It even had a little bit almost like Nelson, Bill Nelson, like, and then Roy Gallagher. Like, I heard all kinds of stuff in there, but this came in 1970. I think that predates Rory by, like, what his solo stuff at least. I don't know. Like I said, that was like the best of everything right there. There was not a weak spot in either of those songs. I liked how it slowed down in the second part to kind of just give it some. It's like after the breakdown, that just, like, period of being dead almost, because, like, your body was in overdrive and then you're back down to nothing basically, which that's how it feels, bro. Because I've had those days where I'm just, like, manic as hell, it feels like, and then that mania kind of, like, compounds and it rolls into a panic attack basically. It's like, it's not usually, like, one thing. It's like it's a combination of things, and then it just adds up, and then bam, the walls come crashing down. And I never used to be like that. Like, I never had panic attacks. I never had anything like that. But I guess since I've been an adult and, like, I don't do drugs anymore, you know what I mean? Like, I've been clean for almost 5 years. I don't know, like, maybe that's from that, you know what I mean? Because I'm sober and I just don't have my coping skills that I used to have, you know? I don't know. But, man, they really nailed that. They nailed that feeling so well. That feeling of just, like, mania, and you don't know really what's going on, but you're going from one thing to the next at 100 miles an hour. Nothing makes sense. There's things happening, and you're like, what the fuck? I don't know if I want to say this. I feel like the times that I tripped out, you know what I mean, like, on Sykes and, like, really freaked out is the time that I really saw behind the curtain. You know what I mean? That panic attack that I was just talking about, I kind of saw behind the curtain a little bit. I'm not going to share everything, obviously. But then I had another one when I was maybe a few years ago, and, like, I saw, like, things in the room. Like, they weren't human, though. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but they were there. They were just, like, standing there watching us. They looked like, I don't know, corpses, but not corpses, and they were just sort of, like, hanging there, bro. Like, I don't know. And, like, I'm looking around, my friend's trying to drag me out the room because I'm freaking out, obviously. And, like, I'm seeing these things, and, like, the imprint's still in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, they aren't there in your waking mind, but, like, they're there in a way. Or I'm just, like, you know, crazy as hell. Either way, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Thank you, FD. That was an excellent pick. I got my fair use in right there. I got to add my life story and experience and stuff to make it fair use. So my apologies if you hate me. I would definitely say the guitar is my favorite part, but the drummer, oh my god, bro, some of those fills were just like insane. He would go from like all the way to the fucking floor tom, bro. I mean, from one end to the other, and it was just so fluid. The motion, you could hear it, and it was just perfect, bro. He was so on time, it wasn't even funny, dude. Like, that was crazy. And the bass in the second song too, they synced up perfectly as the guitar kind of took a back seat at points to like kind of give an atmospheric effect. And the vocals, I'd say the vocals are pretty good. There was points where they were better than others, you know what I mean? It wasn't my favorite part of the song, but it didn't detract from it in any way. Maybe after I hear parts 3 and 4, I might like it even more, who knows? So maybe FD will pick that next week or next month, because that fucking rocked. Thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure to leave a like and a comment on your way out. If you have another track by the Groundhogs you think I'd like, leave it down below. I'm brand new to them. I don't know anything about them. I saw a couple album names that I liked. That's about it, you know? So fill me in if there's any backstory. I'd love to know, because there's not much on Wikipedia. You guys know I love my history and my culture of rock and roll. So hook a brother up. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you later.